Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to Board Game Night and to Battlestar Galactica, where we're not sure if Shylon is a Shylon this time or not. But I am joined, as you can tell, by Shenryyr.
Hello.
Briarstone.
Greetings.
Marbozir.
Hi, everyone.
And Quill18.
Mr.
Hey,
No
folks.
And it
Hey,
is
there's a reason
my
we
turn.
dumped you on another planet, and therefore you didn't get your first.
Oh, it's actually my turn now.
No, it's Apollo.
No, it's mine.
Oh, yeah, right.
He got
Yeah.
executive
you're right.
ordered.
Indeed. Right, so the first thing I do is I grab my cards. Under the hand.
Some nice rolling R in there. It's more misdirection from the fact that you're silent. You and Shen.
So
Someone
trust
has
those
to be
pilots.
eventually.
if he uses his CAG ability on the raider at the rear, or not the raider, on the what are they called?
Viper.
Viper at the rear. Can he move upwards and shoot with that guy, or can he only just move?
Just one action.
Okay.
It's also worth noting if he did activate the Viper at the rear, he could have the Viper escort off a civilian ship.
I
Right.
would just
Just
like
something
to
that
point
we
out
often
that the heavy
neglect.
raider is still there.
Well, yeah, but activating his CAG ability to activate an unarmed Viper doesn't help shoot the unarmed, the heavy raider. anyway.
Yeah.
His options are either he can move the existing Viper up, he could launch another Viper, or he could escort a civilian off. And that's a free action, so that's a no-brainer. Also, did you draw your cards? Oh, yes, you did.
Yep,
Good.
yep. I'm just having a look at them now.
Now, one thing he could do is he could launch that Super Viper, and it'll stay out for the next jump, right?
That's right.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, well...
And every time we've activated a Viper... Hold on. How did this one unarmed Viper get on the board anyway? Oh, yeah, we haven't jumped yet. Never mind. Derp.
Yeah, we haven't jumped.
It's just been a while. We were talking about jumping, so I have it in my
We'll
head.
jump automatically after one more.
Right. Assuming we get the right crisis.
Right. Well,
Mhm.
I'm going
Yep.
to use my CAG ability. I can just launch a Super Viper, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that
so
makes
you are
sense.
using your ability to activate an unmanned Viper. That
Yep.
includes launching Vipers, and you can choose either a Super Viper or the Super Raptor.
Which one would be the best one to launch at this point? The Super Raptor? Or...
I think the Viper the Raptor, which is the yellow thing, really has to come out at some point. Because its advantage is it stays out when we jump. So you really want to have it out before the first
Okay.
jump. That way, in the future, it's still already there. We've saved ourselves some deployment time.
You know what? I'm going to deploy it here. Because it's basically a normal Viper, so it's not as strong as the Super Vipers, but it has the same ability of escorting someone off the board, so I can use that to...
That is
Get
true,
over there.
although, as an alternative, if you put it in the forward section, if this heavy Raider moves, it's going to move to the forward jump bay, and
Oh.
you might want to have something there ready to blow
Good
it
point.
Yeah, yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
I'm saying your logic is not wrong, but here's an alternative.
Well, it hasn't moved yet. No, I'm gonna go with my initial plan because I do want to try and get these guys off the board if I can to avoid problems. Now, my actual turn, I'll just go ahead and attack this Viper in front of me.
Viper.
Raider. Sorry, I keep
normal
getting them the wrong way around. Yeah.
you
Wait.
Cylon or
No.
not?
So what are you
I'm gonna
attacking?
go for the heavy
attacking
Raider.
the Viper.
Going for the heavy Raider.
But
Come
I
on.
just said there's a heavy raider still, and you still didn't want to attack.
Oh.
So
Of course,
much.
this time
Because
you roll
it's
an eight.
because you all put so much pressure on me. Damn it.
Yeah.
There's fail. And then there's
Does
Yeah,
not
keep
perform
telling
under
yourself
pressure.
that.
Okay, so that was
Telling
that was
yourself.
my.
How many times did you say you shot down those raiders?
Shut your mouth, Shenryyr? Or is it
See, here's what's
Shylon?
interesting. I mean, why wouldn't you escort something off? Or you know,
He wants them to die.
I mean, getting the Super Raider out is good, but yeah.
I didn't.
And
really
you didn't
think about
listen
that,
to me.
honestly.
I was correct. I had the best move. I'm always right. And you didn't listen to me, therefore you must be a Cylon.
Is not listening to you really proof of being a Cylon? What if you're the
to
Cylon?
me.
Because then not listening to you is proof that you're a human.
Well,
Actually,
Cylons are
if you guys
contrarian,
think about
so-
it.
You're not wrong, but you're wrong.
Think about it for a second. None of us are in the same room, and yet we can hear each other's voice. Does that make us all Cylons?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
technically.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Dryer Crisis.
But just to clarify, when that Raider moves down to the back, it has to attack the Viper, doesn't it?
That's
It
right.
can't attack the civilians.
That's
But
true.
the Viper could
Yeah.
have escorted some civilians off the map right now.
Yeah. I'm saying leaving the Viper in the rear area is great.
Wouldn't that
I would have
move
escorted
the
one of the
Viper
civilians
off?
off instead of launching the yellow one.
Wouldn't that
When
move
we
the
Or if
jump,
you were
Viper
to
off?
launch yellow
still
one, I would
stay
have put it in
outside,
a position
right?
to protect against the heavy. Where you put the yellow one is like the only location where it's really not contributing anything whatsoever. In the way I'm looking at it.
But wouldn't the Viper at the back move off with the ship and like go back into the hangar or something, or
No.
does it just sit there? Like it
Just sits there.
literally just removes the civilian ship.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, bye-bye.
Yeah, so you don't need the extra. And if you were thinking that you did need, if it did disappear, then
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
that was why I moved the Viper down so I could move it up on the next turn, and then basically
Yeah, it doesn't disappear. Only the civilian
Right,
ship goes
okay.
away.
because when you said that this one stays out through a jump, I assumed that was the only thing that would that was its main thing, that it didn't have to move off the board when other things did. But okay, I've now got the crisis card. Is that right? Because that's literally my turn down now. Okay, good. Crisis.
You did draw your cards for the turn, right?
Yeah, that's already done. So bump.
Uh-oh.
That's
Security
not
No
breach.
jump. Pass, no effect, fail.
All characters
I'm
in
in command.
location are sent.
Do we
to
have
sick
anyone
bay.
in command?
I am.
Yeah. So we need
On
to
the
pass
right
this.
side.
Oh, yeah.
I have
you are.
nothing but green and purple.
Okay, so
I
you
can assist
you can
a fair bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I can help with this too.
All right. What's the difficulty?
I
It's only 6. So it's
maybe
actually not
help a
that
bit.
high of a difficulty for us. But yeah.
So I'm going to add to the skill check from the deck of destiny. The first person to contribute a card will be the chief.
Okay.
Chief Marbozir.
You added 2 cards, yeah?
From the deck of destiny, not
Oh,
myself.
oh.
You're the first player
Right.
in cards.
Yeah, I'm the first. So, who helps to plan how much?
Sorry.
I can help a lot if need be.
I can help pretty much.
It's only
I can help a lot too.
6.
Like if need
I'm
be,
going
I can
to-
solo pass the check.
I'm going to
prefer it
skip
in.
then. I'm not adding anything. So, next.
Okay.
Wow. Really? Really?
Yep.
Cylon Galen Tarot?
I only have
Wow.
one card that can help like a tiny little bit, and it's a super useful card
All right,
otherwise.
I'll put in some then. There you go. Done.
Okay.
And how would you describe your contribution there, Shen?
I could pass on my own.
All right.
Well, as in just like oh, okay. All right. That's actually very good.
I have nothing to contribute, so I'll look intently.
I'm going to put in a card that helps a little bit more just in case. It doesn't really cost me very much, so I think it's probably fine. Move to skill check. That's what I want.
Reasonably speaking, then.
And as Will said earlier, overshooting skill checks is
Yeah.
one of the biggest
True.
mistakes humans
True,
tend
So-
to
but
make.
you didn't contribute at all.
Yeah.
Now, why would I
others-
contribute? My main thing is a green. If anything, I can spike it if you want me to. I mean, blue, not green. I'm an engineer.
well,
I'm the only engineer here.
You've got 2 leadership and 2 engineering. You should have a decent amount of greens there anyway. But anyway.
Yeah, but 2 people said they can contribute a lot. Why would I contribute the one card that I can contribute that helps barely anything, but is an extremely useful card otherwise?
I have one word to
Apollo,
say.
you're
It's
probably
a much
Cylon.
more useful card by an order of magnitude.
Yeah,
So
you got to keep it.
you guys, are you reasonably certain you've passed this? Because I can contribute one thing.
I'm going to say
would-
don't worry about it. It sounds like Shen put in a lot, and I helped
Okay.
a little bit, and there are plan Bs.
Okay. No, that's fine then. I'll skip.
Okay, so I need green and purple. Yeah, so that's Dratus Contact. That'll spawn some more stuff. So that's +2, +6.
Mhm.
That's just another skill check. Okay,
There
plus
we go.
so we just passed it perfectly. I mean, 2 over, but that's not overkill.
That's fine.
It's very smooth. So that's the other treachery card. So both treachery cards have gone from the deck of destiny. They were both zeros, which is nice.
Okay.
This established network probably came from the deck of destiny because it really didn't do anything unless Shen was trying to do some weird misdirection by playing
you
a
know
card
it.
that was worth
You know
0.
it. Weird
And actually would have
misdirection.
hurt us. So, okay, Dratus Contact, we get 2 Raiders in front of Galactica. 1, 2. And other than that, we pass.
Hooray! Which means no effect.
Whoa!
And we get to... Is that launch 3 new raiders?
It is. In addition to the Dratus Contact one. So we've got
Wow.
6 Raiders and a Heavy Raider out front.
Can I just suggest something? We should jump as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Or nuke. Do remember, if we jump, it just moves them off to the Cylon fleet board.
But they'll be off the screen.
Yeah, but they'll come back and they'll
Wait,
have
but
friends.
doesn't it always? Is there a difference? If we auto jump.
No, yeah, it doesn't
they not
matter
move?
how we jump. They'll get to the Cylon fleet board.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah, yeah,
point
yeah,
is,
yeah.
it may be a good idea to destroy some of them, so
Oh,
that
okay,
they don't
okay.
just come back,
Mhm.
exactly as is, plus a bunch of extra
Yeah,
friends.
we've been
We
Yeah,
need
pretty
yeah,
to
yeah.
use
lucky.
That
numbers.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I would
We've
like
been
to.
pretty lucky that the heavy raider has not been activated.
This
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
true. I would
That
like to
being
point out
Mhm.
that of all the talk with the nukes, whenever the nukes start to be talked about, we always have Apollo right there.
Yeah, it's my life's goal to nuke Apollo.
There you go. There you are.
It is
Admitted
Steve's
himself.
turn.
The heavy raider also returns back to the Cylon fleet board, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
All the enemy ships leave. All the
Mhm.
Vipers, including the Super Viper, return to the hangar. The Super Raider stays out, and the civilian ships stay out.
Right. Hold on. I'm just drawing my cards.
I will say, if you did XO me, I would be nuking. So I'm not
Mhm.
saying
Okay.
have to or anything like that. You may not want to for all kinds of different reasons. Just opening it up as a possibility.
All right then.
We also
Well,
have some
hold
stuff.
on. Let me
that's
consider.
damaged.
Let me consider my options. I could also move the weapons control and try to shoot it.
Yeah.
Probably a good move.
Wait, what kind of difference does it make when you use a nuke? What do you have to roll with a nuke to destroy the heavy raider versus what you have to roll with weapons control?
So this is the admiral card. If you nuke an entire space area, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
roll to see what happens. It's almost guaranteed to destroy base star, no matter what.
Right.
Even on the 1 to 2 thing, damaging a base star twice is actually a good chance you'll get a crit, which will kill it.
Mhm.
And then if you roll an 8, it destroys everything in that space area.
Okay, so if you want to destroy the heavy raider with a nuke, you have to roll an 8.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you also, if you target it specifically from weapons control, you also have to roll an 8.
No, a 7 or an 8. But then
Okay,
the only
so it's
thing you kill is
actually easier to destroy it with weapons control
Yeah.
than
that.
with
If
a
you want
nuke.
to, if your only concern is the heavy raider, then yes, that's true. But there's
Well,
7
I think it
goddamn
is
ships
because,
in there.
I mean, if we don't destroy it and jump, it will come back anyway.
Yeah, but so will everything else. All right.
True, but I mean, the heavy raider is one of the easiest ways to lose once it boards you, because once it boards you, it's very hard to kill the whatever these things are called.
Centurions.
Yeah, Centurions. You have to roll like 8 or something.
Okay. Well, you
7
do
or an 8,
what
same
you
thing.
think is best.
Well, hold on. We still got 2 damaged Super Vipers, right?
Okay, but how
I mean, you
many?
should always.
So if I have a repair card, I could still play a repair card
Yep.
and then do an action.
That's right.
Except I wouldn't be able to move, but I can
That's
play 2 action cards right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use a repair card, like so, to move 2 damaged Vipers to reserves,
Yeah, that's always nice.
and then discard it, and then I will use executive orders on
Ooh.
Quill.
Ooh.
All right,
That's the
nice.
card I was talking about, by the way. So
Powerful.
it would have
Oh, that
added
you didn't
plus
want to
1.
trash. Yeah.
Pray to your god, Apollo.
No.
Discard.
Well,
wanna
no,
rename
the
it
thing
now?
is,
It's Quill's turn.
the thing is, I actually, as much as it's going to suck to be sent to sickbay again, it's better for us if he does roll an 8.
Yeah. It does suck if I do roll the 8, it permanently destroys a super.
Oh,
Viper.
permanently destroys as well. Well, we've got 3. But again,
got
if
3
you're
more,
going
it's
to wipe
fine.
out a heavy raider, 6 raiders, and a base star, it's a good exchange.
Come
no matter
on,
how you
lucky
look at
8.
it.
I have 2 actions. As my first action, just to build up some drama, I'm actually going to launch a scout
Oh, okay.
because I want to
Sounds
do
good.
a destination check
Okay.
before. So I'm going to look at the top 2 destinations.
Destiny.
Hand,
escape
and
destiny.
put 1. Yeah, that's what it does, right? I have to roll
Want
first.
to have
actually.
to roll first? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to, if I don't roll 3 or higher,
Risk 1 Raptor to roll
There you
and
go.
die.
and then I put 1 at the top, or no. Hang on, I'm fucking this up. I'm getting confused because of Briarstone's thing with the destination before.
Yeah, if you roll 3 or higher, you don't destroy
Just
it.
blame it on me.
Yeah,
It's
because
fine.
what happens is I look at the top and then I choose to either put it at the top or bottom. I don't draw the top 2. I just look at 1 and then choose whether it stays at the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw 1. Oh, yeah, I should show people. This is not what I want to leave on the top. It's relatively fuel efficient, but horrible in all kinds of other ways.
What is it? I'm
where
not
do you see
seeing
it?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I drew it to my hand,
Gotcha.
and I've decided that
Right.
is not the card I want to have at the top of the destination deck.
Okay. I mean,
So-
the next time we jump, the mission specialist will get to draw 2 destination cards, right?
Three, actually.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that, try to minimize how many bad ones there were.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I've
And
got
maybe
a
I
choice
should have.
between
The other
3
alternative
good
is
ones,
I could
that's
have
great.
activated 2 Vipers here, which actually I could have activated the rear one twice and moved 2 dudes off. Especially since we do have a mission specialist. Actually, in hindsight, that would have been much stronger.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh well.
So now
It
do
is-
you use a nuke or
Oh
do
well,
something else?
I might have just wasted a bunch of things, and you rolled a 3.
No,
No,
I
was
that a
playing
nuke
around.
roll?
Hold on. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm not looking at the math. It was always my intention to use, if I can bring up my goddamn hand, a strategic planning, which adds
Okay.
2 to my dice roll. Technically, I'm supposed to put that before I roll.
So
I have no
basically,
idea.
trying to cheat.
Going from it literally makes no difference. It just wasted a card.
Yeah, it makes no
Okay.
difference.
But that's why I wasn't looking at the chart.
Alright,
It was my
okay.
intention to use it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. If that was genuine, I'm not looking. I don't know the
fair
results.
enough.
Play the card. Yeah, no, that's fine.
But hey, you destroyed a base star.
What did you do?
Coming from you, Aavak, after wanting to attack Heavy Raider like 5 times and failing every single time.
Shut your mouth, you.
All right, and that is it for the executive order. So now it's back to Chief for his crisis.
All right.
Okay, so now I draw a crisis. Cards, crisis, and
How
here
bad
it
could it
comes.
be?
Now jump.
What is it?
Lab-
I should use command.
Oh man.
Labor dispute. President chooses.
Ooh.
Minus
Decrease
2 morale.
jump
On the
morale.
plus side,
Wow.
good times. You cannot have a base star anymore because it can't launch its missiles.
That is true. It will put some stuff on the silent board. Oh, yeah. Holy
I'm
crap.
strongly suggesting taking the hit on the fuel and then increasing the jump prep because that means we auto jump
It's
and we're done.
decrease.
Doesn't increase.
Decrease.
It's just, decrease.
Yeah. It's minus
Yeah.
1 fuel and decrease the jump preparation.
All right, President. What do you say, Madam
So
President?
this is the choice between like cancer and AIDS.
So
Wow.
the problem is it's very
Okay.
hard, very uncommon to get more fuel. And if you run out of fuel, then you can't jump, and that's really rough. That being said, running out of morale is also a very common way to lose. We haven't lost either one of them yet.
We do have more morale than fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you look
the
at it
president
that
can
way.
get quorum cards to increase morale by making a rousing speech. There is, I think, a crisis that can maybe give you fuel. I'm not sure. I know there's a destination
Yeah.
that can also offset your fuel
mean,
loss.
well, when
The
we-
way I see it, I think fuel is way more important because you literally can't win the game without using fuel. It's
Yeah.
like a requirement, but you
We're gonna
can
have
without
to-
using morale. It
we're gonna
just
have to make
depends on the
several
cards
jumps,
that we get.
and every jump we make uses fuel.
Yeah.
Doesn't spend any morale, so we might as well lose the morale.
And I also don't like decreasing the jump prep.
Oh yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
So
But
Nat,
the
right
president
now, with 10
chooses,
morale-
not us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Madam
no, I'm
President.
going to get on my little microphone and I'm going to say that, we are. I would prefer to jump.
Mm-hmm.
You're all losers.
Mhm.
And I'm going to get off the microphone.
I mean, there's a labor dispute. You're basically telling them, I will shoot you in the head unless you keep working.
Oh, that works too.
So what do you do then?
Or maybe that's just me.
President chooses. Yeah, I'm going to go for the -2 morale.
I was gonna say
okay.
if he has any other idea in his head, Quill could just take presidency right now and be like,
Can
I
he?
choose.
It's actually an action, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an action.
Yeah. He can't. He
do it
can't.
when-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can do it randomly.
darn.
That would be a bit overpowered. if
Yeah.
you
It would be like,
just completely
no, executive veto. I am now the executive, as it happens.
I still find it very awesome that I could take admiral title from him and he can take the president title from me. It's
Yeah.
just
How can you take
funny.
the admiral title from
It's
me?
a standoff.
How do you take
a quorum
the
card.
Oh yeah, right. Nice. Now, because it is Cylon or base stars fire missiles, and there's no base star on the board, that means the current player, Chief, roll a D8. We're going to be adding a base star to the Cylon fleet board.
Please not 5 or 6.
Roll a D8.
5 or 6 would be good.
Oh wait,
what?
no, it's not a clockwise thing. Sorry, I see. This is they will enter our board on the tile that they were on the Cylon board, won't they? It's not like it's moving
That's
around
right.
clock. Yeah, I get it.
So just roll an 8-sided die just for a location.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
really matter.
Roll now.
It doesn't matter, but don't screw it up.
Chief?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's your turn.
You roll.
That's why we're waiting.
3. There
we
you go.
So that's going to go in
Sorry for
position
that.
3, which is in the northeast, which is
I was
fine.
totally expecting someone else to roll. I don't know why.
All
This
right.
also advances the pursuit track to the first level. The CAG must place 1 civilian ship on the board. It's got to be somewhere where there's no civilian ship already.
Okay. Right. Well,
And this is
actually,
the other reason we have to start farming these things
that's
off pretty quickly.
useful.
I'm
So I
really
just drag
pissed I
one
didn't
down.
activate command.
bunk. There. It's
Perfect.
fine.
That's pretty smart. I like it.
It's good.
Go Hilo. Draw your cards.
Okay.
When are you
Okay,
going to
so
join us,
this-
Hilo, and actually start helping us rather than
Crisis
holding us
card.
back?
There we go.
Like the ball and chain
Yeah.
that you are.
Hilo might want to
Excuse me?
FTL us.
Oh, it's at the start of my turn. I get to move my icon to the hangar deck. There you go.
Yeah, I think FTL might be a pretty
Hey!
good idea.
All right. So let's see what we got here, so I can show my viewers my cards.
What level of jump prep are we on?
We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're at the -1.
Maximum possible.
Oh, right,
without
okay.
So we
auto-jumping.
might auto jump on this crisis, but we might not. And
Yeah.
even if the crisis is a jump icon, it's not necessarily bad for us to jump first and then get the jump icon anyway. They're always good.
Okay.
Another possibility conceivably could be to XO me, and then I would activate command twice, which would actually clear all the civilian ships off the board completely. I think. Well, no.
We'll
I just
clear
had a brilliant
two of them
idea.
off.
What's the
For
brilliant idea?
Shin. The great idea for Shin. You can't tell us what cards you have, but you just describe them to your viewers.
The cards I have are colorful. I have some green cards, some purple cards, some red cards. They have some
One
very
says
pretty,
something about being a Cylon.
they're very pretty graphics on them. One of the cards I have actually has Quill's character on it, and he's quite handsome in this picture, I must admit.
Interesting.
So
All
he
right.
has a mustache.
So
Does he have a mouth?
Does he have a mouth? Wow, he's
We all know
escalated
Cylons
from
have
not
mouths,
having
come
an
on.
upper lip to not having a mouth. It's like, wow, okay.
all right, I am going to opt to jump. That's my goal right here.
Okay. So you're
I move
moving.
myself
Makes
to
sense.
FTL control, and we're gonna try to jump.
Oh, so when you actually enter the board, at the start of your second turn, place your character on the hangar deck. Oh, right, so you do get your move. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. You
Oh,
just
that's
start in
awesome.
the hangar
Yep.
deck.
Okay.
Okay, so for FTL control, if we succeed, we don't even lose the 1 pop, do we?
That's right. You need a 7 or 8.
All right, you guys ready to succeed?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
absolutely ready. My body is ready.
Cylon confirmed.
Well, you can
I'm
reroll
awesome.
if you want, right?
Yeah, anytime during my turn, if I die, I can
Okay,
reroll, but
roll
I
it.
have to.
I will
accept the result.
say, most likely you want to re-roll this, but for the sake of argument, you will be drawing a crisis. Conceivably, the crisis or something might require a roll. Like
Nah.
a bunch of
Well,
ships
it
might
requires
shoot at
rolls.
Apollo.
Nah.
Save the
We're
people.
gonna
But I would
Save the
reroll
people,
this.
Shen.
You know, not many people care about Apollo. I mean, we're
Oh,
trying to nuke.
for again.
Well, that didn't make any difference at all.
Okay.
So we lost 1 pop,
Hey,
The dice is stuck.
Oh no!
but we
You
jumped.
just killed 1 million people with 1 roll of a dice.
Well done.
How do you feel about yourself?
Can we like pick up the pieces and make fuel out of it?
The
Yeah.
people? Are you saying what?
Yeah. Listen,
I think there's one ability that like,
I'm pretty sure
some
you can do
character
that.
has an ability that allows him or to
Yeah.
sacrifice population for fuel.
listen. My mom
For
says
any
"Hey,
resource,
not
in fact."
want none."
Wow.
Oh
That's,
yeah, for any resource.
What's his
Serious
name?
battle
The,
feel. Right. Okay. So the Vipers move off the thing there, back in the hangar, correct?
Tom Zarek. That's him. Okay.
And that means where am I?
You go back to the
Doesn't
hangar
the
bay.
Super Viper stay?
No, only the Super Raptor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do I get the pilot
What?
off it?
Um,
Reset. There we are. Okay.
No,
So
that's how.
I am back in the hangar. Hey, Chief.
They
What up?
different names, honestly.
And I think
There's always different stuff.
Shylon has a crisis.
all right, crisis
So
time. You
change
guys
the
ready?
label.
I think you guys are ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
These cards.
Born ready.
My body was ready earlier, and it, what was this?
Unexpected
Oh.
reunion.
Hold on.
Oh,
Before
sorry.
we do this, and therefore before we forget, as we always do, we need
Okay.
to draw destination cards.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
So that's up to Lee.
Oh my
Adama.
god!
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right.
it's me.
Aavak, draw
Right.
3 destination cards.
So, cards. Destination. Now,
And if you are human, generally
I
speaking,
draw
you
them
want
into
the
my into
into your
hand,
hand.
don't I? Yeah.
and you're going to be putting 2 at the bottom of the deck, and 1 you're going to throw into the middle.
Save
Generally
the good-
speaking, we want the highest distance whenever possible. That is the route to success. Every now and again, there might be an argument for something else, but usually it just means you're a Cylon.
Well, I think the number 1 priority is to move as far as possible, and the number 2 priority is like fuel efficiency.
Yeah.
If it's a consideration,
Yeah, I would say
it's like a secondary consideration.
But highest destination or distance tends to be fuel efficient by itself, too.
Yeah. But I mean, if you have like free destination for free fuel or free destination for 2 fuel, then it's better for 2 fuel, obviously.
Right.
we mentioned that fuel is a way that we might lose. Is that right?
Yes.
No, any resource. If any resource goes down to 0, then we lose.
Are you saying that
Yeah,
you
true.
have 3 cards in front of you and they all use like 10 fuel?
No. Quite the opposite.
I think he's saying that one is maybe an fuel mining operation
Yeah.
or whatever.
There are
it's
some
called.
rolls on some cards.
It's one of those toughies. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I know what
I mean-
card you're
I mean, it's
talking about.
basically
Cards that
planning-
allow you to sacrifice something to like
here's
roll
the
and
thing.
maybe get fuel.
It's
The
basically
only time fuel gets to be a problem is if we happen to get a bunch of crises that eat it, or we routinely jump for 2 or less. That's the only
Yeah.
time fuel would be tight. If we're jumping
us
for 3,
max.
usually we won't run out.
I think jumping for 1 is always bad, regardless of how good the
Yeah.
card might be otherwise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And in fact, I think there's even a card in there. I don't know where it is, but isn't there a card that gives us 4 in the distance? But then again, it also costs us. Oh no, that's not 4 in the
I
distance.
don't know.
Right.
I don't know if there's anything with
That's
Oh no, it's 3 in the distance, but it costs you 4 fuel because it puts
Oh,
you
okay.
up 2 on the jump price.
one quick question.
Oh.
Some of these have icons that look like base stars on them. What does
That's
that mean?
probably from the expansion that it's from.
Okay.
It doesn't
All right.
mean none of those will launch a base star. At the very bottom of some of these cards, like if you look at the treachery pile, that card that's face up, the bottom right's got a little a raptor there. That's because it comes from a certain expansion.
Okay. Well,
Most likely that's all it is.
and the use of 1 fuel is implicit, is that right? Or is it based on the card?
It
The
always
card
tells you on the
should say.
card.
Right,
Based on the
okay.
card. Yeah.
And can we have more than 8 fuel?
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a hard choice, but I feel that this is going to be the best one that I can play. And I mean, it could go either way. I realize that, but I feel that this is planning for the future. So I put the one that I
is my
want
first.
down, and then I put the others. How do I
bottom of the
deal with
deck.
the others? All right, okay,
Right
at the
click.
bottom.
You know, it's hard to screw this up, but just to say, don't screw this
Not,
up.
not picking a distance of 3.
1 is always bad, no matter what.
Okay, so where do I put it? In the destination, yeah?
Like 1 is bad by default.
Well, maybe it's too late now. I put the others at the bottom. Hopefully,
What a
this
fuck!
is going to work.
Absolutely
Okay.
a Cylon. 100%.
Yep.
100%. This
Pretty
is
much.
No, holy crap! Where's that
Why?
little right click on someone to flag them as
That's
a Cylon?
pretty much the worst card you could
Literally
possibly
the
play.
Why?
only. Yeah.
Why? It
That's
gives us
pretty
1
bad.
How
fuel
much
and
do we
doesn't use a
emphasize
fuel.
Distance every time.
Well, you just confirm yourself on a silent.
And the only way we
pretty much.
gain fuel here is by trashing a Viper.
Yeah.
Brig this guy. Brig him instantly.
Yep.
Yep.
Want it.
Instantly.
Want it.
You are all terrible people. I literally was just
We told you several
deliberating
times 1
over
is
it.
always bad no matter what the card says. I said
Fuel
that 3
efficiency
times. 1 is
as-
bad by default.
Fuel
you're
efficiency
trying to sell
as
it,
the
and I
thing.
appreciate the effort to try to sell it, but you
Yep,
100%
you're a Cylon.
did this move to bonus.
You're not
Who
going to
gave
convince
you mission
anyone here.
specialist?
The president
no
did.
way to screw this up.
Goddamn
Like, don't
president.
screw this up. This is definitely a screw
Think of
Yep.
it this way: the
This
president gave
is
him mission
totally not.
specialist as
It
one of-
doesn't use fuel and allows us to gain
There's no
fuel.
way you're going to convince anyone here. We said several times that 1 is always bad no matter what the card says.
Briar,
Well,
I'm pretty sure, gave
there
him
we are.
mission specialist as an opportunity for him to show his hand as a Cylon, and he did.
I should declare martial law.
You can martial law it.
You're all terrible
Actually,
people.
what is my-
I
what is my
put
ability?
it past
My
you
ability is,
several times.
Oh no,
so
I don't
that's
have
the
that
end of
card.
Hilo's turn. Oh
don't have
wait,
that
no, it's not quite, because that was the jump. Now we have to do the crisis, which we
Yes.
haven't done yet.
Crisis
Jeez.
time. Wait, did you sacrifice a raptor to get fuel? Yes or no?
I don't think I will. We
Or
still
Viper.
have full fuel. We've scooched up a bit. We've already lost the Viper. It's a Viper, right? Not a Raptor.
It's a Viper. You're right.
Yeah.
Quill.
I mean, we probably will end up with extra Vipers in the end. I don't know.
I
You know
think
what?
the fuel will be worth it because we might
Yeah.
be able to discard some fuel later on a crisis to
And
avoid.
apparently
a big
now we're
penalty.
gonna have to jump at least one extra time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Quill.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that your wife there has basically all the lips needed to make up for your lack of lips.
Yeah, that actress definitely went a little heavy with the collagen.
All right, so crisis
right.
time, unexpected
Yeah.
reunion. We get to
Super
use politics, leadership, and tactics on this check.
Mhm.
It's a check of 8s, and if we pass, it's no effect. If we fail, we lose morale, and I lose all my skill cards.
Mhm.
Just for effect, how many skill cards do you have?
I have 8 skill cards.
Oh, so you know
Yeah.
what? And the morale is
I-
already bad. We've lost one. So.
I can help with this.
2 actually.
Yeah, how
If it's
much can
required.
everyone help with this?
I can help quite a bit. Hold on, I need to read one of these cards. It says 0.
I'm gonna assist. I can assist in an indirect way. I won't contribute a card to the check, but I can still help to improve our chance of succeeding.
Sounds good.
I can help
can't
quite
do
a bit
damage.
regardless.
Okay, looks
I can
all
help
right.
quite a bit.
In any case, we're gonna put 2 cards from the deck of Destiny, and the first person to contribute is Laura Roslin.
But
How
I will
desperate
stare
are you not to
intently
discard
again.
your hand? In other words, how desperate are we to pass this at all cost?
Well, losing morale would be really bad, and he's got 8 skill cards. That would be
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
right.
One of
You're right.
those
Okay.
cards.
hmm Okay.
Yeah, and I can only look intently at you all in hopes that you can pass this.
Yeah. Notice how Aavak isn't saying anything anymore because he's obviously a Cylon.
You've
He's
all
like,
been
"Yeah,
mean to me. I'm just sat here thinking, you're all jerks.
Effectively a Cylon.
You remember all those
the only
times
way
I
you
wanted to
did
do
that
Apollo?
while
You know what
being
Avak's
human is
doing?
if you completely didn't pay attention to what everyone said.
You know what Avak's doing? He's going through his piloting cards looking for the largest 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's okay. I don't have any 5 and 6 piloting cards.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
say,
full
He's gonna
story,
get
bro.
strike card.
The only redemption, Aavak,
So-
you have is the fact that whether or not you had 3 cards there and they all had a destination of 1, which I doubt.
I mean, I can't explain what they were because of the rules. I really do wish I could,
right.
but playing by the rules,
That was the only
I can't
possibility.
redeem myself. So
Let me tell you, I'm
I'm
really
stuck.
happy that the card I put at the bottom of the deck, I did. In hindsight, like I was all complaining, oh, I wish I'd commanded instead. No, I'm so happy I took that card and shoved it at the bottom of the deck.
I can only imagine what that was.
Anyway, Laura
Yeah.
can't play a card. I am not playing a card.
It is
Apollo,
really
you're up
amusing,
next.
though, that you're all talking about how bad to lose morale is, considering.
Apollo, are you contributing a card?
Is everyone contributed their cards already?
No.
Oh, it's your turn.
Laura was first. She has no cards.
Oh, right,
I'm
right,
next.
sorry,
I'm
sorry.
not adding a card. Now it's you. There'll be 2 people. After.
Okay, well, how likely are we going to be passing this check?
I'm not answering that
Don't
question.
tell him.
And Cylon.
I mean, it all affects how many cards I'm going to put in you. Because if I overspend on the deck, which I can at this point, you're just going to be, oh, you're definitely a silent. Then I'm going to spend another
Okay,
like
well,
3 or 4
that was
turns
nice.
in the brig, like I did last time, and you're like, oh, you're a silent. Oh wait,
no one has
Shen
played
was the
any
silent.
cards
Oh
No one has played any cards yet, so obviously at this point we need some help to pass this.
no! Right, but how much? Because I've got very high level cards. Do I really need to put it down if someone else is going to be dropping it in? I can
would
help
say
a
put
lot.
1 card. Yeah, I would say put 1 card. You don't have to.
Oh,
No pressure.
No, I mean, it makes sense to. If you feel that it would be best for me to drop down a high roller.
Just play something.
Okay.
I think Quill's
Play something or not play something. But let's put it on.
your silent bullshit.
So I'm
So
next,
mean.
right?
So mean. Okay. Well, I'm
He hasn't actually
dropping
added a
this
card yet.
I'm dropping a card down now. Move to skill check.
Okay, so that's 1 card.
Okay.
Best
So
hope we pass
Chief,
this.
Chief Marbozir.
Okay, so I'm next. Hold on. Yellow, green, and purple. Well, I'm going to help as much as I possibly can, although it pains me to discard one of these. All right, I'm going to help as much as I possibly can.
Is that you're helping a lot?
You probably don't need to. Oh, you've already. put the
I
cards down,
obviously can't tell you the
Oh, no,
exact
you've put
number.
one down.
but
No.
You
I can't pass
probably
this on my own because that would be a bit crazy, but I am
It-
helping quite a bit.
would
Okay.
be
Are you done?
unlikely.
No, I'm
That
not
you
done.
could put
Hold on for
less.
a moment. I
Oh
don't
my
want
goodness,
to click
he's put
something
in 3
wrong.
cards.
Can you stop for a moment? Thanks.
What?
I need to decide. Hold on. I can't decide whether this card is good or bad. I need to read
If you've
okay.
put in 3
the
cards, you're
text. I
probably
need to
fine.
read the text. I need to focus for a moment.
Okay.
So give me a second. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm done. This one would be actually bad. I think it will be bad.
Yeah, because some of those skill checks don't necessarily affect a number, but can have a side
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. This
independent.
one would definitely be bad. So I'm done.
Okay.
I added
And
3 cards, and they will help quite a bit.
Hilo, you're last up.
All right, I'm gonna put 1.
It's unlikely you need
and
to put much
2.
in here.
Ooh, I
I'm
was
just gonna
say,
put
don't
2,
overkill
just
this.
in case. I know we're gonna overshoot by a lot. But I'm
yeah,
done. We're
we
good.
really are. at
I
this
wouldn't be
point.
so convinced that we will overshoot by a lot.
Play
So,
and lose
hey,
them
what,
all.
who would have expected a bad piloting card?
Whoa, what?
So we're at +2.
That is so
You'll find a
strange.
really good
5.
card in there.
Wow.
Plus 11,
Holy crap. Okay, we've overshot.
13,
As I said, we were.
Yeah.
16.
Wow.
Only 1 spike. It could have come from the deck of destiny. I don't know.
I think this was a net positive because if we failed, the current player would lose 8 cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's what you
certainly
said
Apollo
earlier?
is implying that 6 came from him. He's trying
Yeah.
to redeem
I
himself.
did, like, to be fair, it
Well,
wasn't even like I'm doing it at
you
the
aren't
end. I was
supposed to tell
flat
the
out.
negative.
No, I know, but I was flat out
Isn't
saying.
it against the rules to suggest what exact value of the card you added? That is against the rules.
It is. I mean, he didn't say specifically. He just said
But
there's
that's
a
against the
really
rules.
powerful
You aren't
card.
supposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
That's
At
really
the
against-
beginning, I flat out said, I don't think any of you really need to put more in. You were saying, I need to stack this up. I was like, it would be very hard for you not to be able to pass this based
Well,
on
no
what I'm
offense,
doing.
but you pretty much revealed yourself as a Cylon, and that's what a Cylon would say. Convince
okay.
the
Well,
players to not add any
okay,
positives
calm
after
down.
spiking.
Calm
down.
down, my lord.
Can we finish the crisis, please?
Indeed.
Okay, so the next thing is we got to do the Raiders. So does that move them on the Cylon fleet board?
It does. Active
Yeah.
player, Hilo, go ahead and roll a d8.
Got it.
And that will put 1 Raider in position 6. I'm just checking. It is 1. Yeah, just 1 in position 6. That advances the pursuit track, which does nothing, but they are halfway to jumping back in on us.
Okay.
And that's it for the crisis.
All right.
And
So next turn will
probably
be
it
Laura,
for the
but we have to
episode
put
as
a
well.
cut in here.
Yeah.
Woo!
So thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time where, I don't know, more drama on the crisis.
Probably. Take care,
See you
everyone.
next time.
Take care.